This is Grant Luna with Fidelity National Title, and in this video I'll be showing you how to use Fidelity Total Farm's Premium Dashboard. This is a really easy way to get an overview of all of the farms you have created within Fidelity Total Farm and specifically monitor events that might indicate a higher probability of selling in the near future. These are filters like notices of default, notice of trustee sales, marriage, birth, divorce, etc. Ultimately, this leverages Fidelity Total Farm's ability to self-update every 2 weeks. That way you always have up-to-date market information and also an ability to act quickly. So once you're in Fidelity Total Farm, you'll want to navigate to this Premium Dashboard button at the top navigation. This will bring you into your Premium Dashboard where you'll see all of the farms that you have within your account. I'll choose Show 100 so I can see more of my farms here. And now I have these columns: NOD, Notice of Default, Notice of Trustee Sale, marriages, divorces, births, deaths, etc. So what this will allow you to do is see some of the premium data that exists within Fidelity Total Farm, specifically any updates for each of these farms. So what it'll actually show me, so if I go to NOD here, A stands for all-time records since the date that this farm was created. So since I created this farm in October of 2023, there's been 20 notices of defaults that have taken place. R is recent, so that would be since the last update period. Like I said, Fidelity Total Farm self-updates every 2 weeks. P stands for purchased, so how many notices of defaults I've purchased for this farm, and I'll show you how to do that shortly. So just this is a really nice way to take a look at the data and see every update period, like I said, every 2 weeks, any premium data that's taking place that might indicate some of these people in the farm might have a reason to sell in the near future. So let's say I had a bunch of farms like I do in this case, because you can create farms for free within Fidelity Total Farm and get as much homeowner information as you'd like. What I can do is actually filter after each update period. Maybe I want to see which of these farms has had the most notices of default. What I can actually do is click on the R itself, which stands for recent. I can click it once, now it's sorting from low to high. I can click it again. Now it's basically given me, and some of these farms are deleted so they're showing weird numbers, but this is showing me a ranking of the farms in my account that have had the most notices of defaults in the last recent update period. So I can see this one here. Actually, I'll do the second one. 193 San Pedro North has had 5 notices of defaults in the last update period. So this now gives me a nice ability to maybe reach out to San Pedro North, see which of these homeowners might need to sell their home in the near future. So there's 2 ways you can go about actually getting this data. So let's say I wanted to get these 5 records right here. I can just click on the number itself. So I'll click this 5. This will bring me into the farm, and now it says there are 5 new records available for notices of default, and I have the ability to purchase these records. So I can purchase 5 records at 0.4 credits. Basically it shows the credits I have available here. If you don't have any, it might say 0. You can actually click on this number, purchase more credits, and then come back in here, and all you have to do is select get records, and then these will be associated with this farm. Let's say you didn't want to have to purchase these records within Fidelity Total Farm. An alternative could be creating a Fidelity Passport account. This is another Fidelity account that you can have access to, and Fidelity does allow you to generate lists of some of that premium data for free, specifically things like notices of default, notice of trustee sale. So you actually can do this in the lists tab right here, where you can actually build out a list. So in this case, I built a list of distressed properties that are being shown as foreclosures. There's a link in the description to this video which shows you how to do this in full detail. One helpful tip, let's say that you have a farm name but you don't really remember where that farm is or what it looks like. Where that might be helpful is, for example, in creating this list at Fidelity Passport, I basically drew a polygon of that MLS area. But let's say that I didn't know, in this case it was 193 San Pedro North. Let's say I didn't really remember where that was on the map or what that farm shape look like, so when I go to Passport I can't really create it. What I can do is select create a farm up at the top of the page here, and I can go down at the bottom right to previous polygons, and from here I can just look for that farm name. So I can look for 193 San Pedro North. I can press place in map, and this will actually show me where this actual map area is. Makes it a little easier now to create that list within Fidelity Passport, get those notices of defaults, have that for that MLS area, and start working my way and building that business.